Hey, what's up? Come hang out with me. It has been too long since we talked and caught up with everything that's going on since I want to say since Christmas, since New Year's. Last video that I made, I was talking about throwing bougainvillea in the air as confetti. So come hang out with me and let's spend some time. Grab you something to drink, grab some snacks, and let's hang out for a little bit. I can already tell this video is going to be too long for its entirety to be on Instagram or on Facebook. So the whole video of us catching up is going to wind up being over on YouTube. So if you're not sure how to get there on Instagram, if you're finding me on Instagram, it'll be in the link in my bio. And on Facebook, it's a lot easier. I can take the link for the YouTube video and put it in the comments. So that'll be how you can find it if you're finding this right now on Instagram or Facebook. So I hope you're doing good. So far, my 2022 is starting off way better than 2021 did. It's got a whole different feel, whole different vibe, and it's going by really fast. Can't believe that we're already... I passed Groundhog Day, which is one of my favorite movies all time. Love that movie. Normally, I even see it on TV. I passed Groundhog Day like that didn't even happen. Don't drive angry. Don't drive angry. Love that movie. I don't know. We're already we're working towards Valentine's Day, so it's like, yeah, time to sit down, catch up before too much of the year goes by and you try to make phone calls and it's just how we're all too busy at this point to try to figure out everyone's schedule and time zone and when you're available and just the mood you might even be in to catch up with someone or be held hostage on the phone or whatever it is. So that's why I like to make videos. For those of you that are like, why do you do this? It's just easier. Actually, I feel like it's a lot easier of a way for me to communicate and at your own convenience, watch or follow or whatever. Am I trying to be a superstar? No, it was a easier way, like I said, to communicate. And YouTube is just a brilliant way to put your longer videos so you have a different format for them. So all the stuff over on YouTube, I've already got up to like 370 some odd videos on YouTube. I'm impressed. I'm proud of myself. It's been a lot of work. Last couple years, really a lot in me shifted and changed, and I'm able to go back to this collection of videos now and really watch it and see the evolution of what I've done in that time. This whole pandemic has been really hard. So yeah, it's been a lot of a change in me. So what's been going on? Last I checked in with you guys, told you I was gonna work on my education a little bit. Do some math, do some work on Spanish. It's ridiculous that I only speak one language and I can't say that I even speak English all that well. Yeah, it was time for me to up my game a little bit. So went back to algebra. My husband teaches algebra, so I have algebra going all the time. So I was semi-impressed that I remembered some of it from school, but no, I definitely needed the help. So I've been doing that type of math, and then I've also been doing just basic math, doing a lot of adding and figuring out and that kind of stuff for the concession stand that I'm working at. So I'll tell you about that in a little bit too. So just, yeah, a lot of math, and it's really good for my brain, and I'm enjoying what it's doing to my brain, kicking my brain into different motions instead of going, well, I don't need that type of math. I did that a long time ago when I was in school. Yeah, it's true. I might not actually ever use really algebra in my day-to-day, but it has changed how my brain started clicking at things. And so I would definitely recommend getting back into some of your schoolwork if you feel like your brain's kind of in need of something. That's where I felt like something's missing. The math, I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Spanish, I love trying to learn it, and I'm gonna say it that way, trying to learn it, because oh my god, I'm not that good at it, and I semi understand, and it wants to come out of my mouth, but it's not as easy, and it's probably because I'm trying to do this at 53 years old instead of doing it when I was younger and had the opportunity when I was in school. I took classes in school, but did I take it seriously? No. And so now my brain's like this wet sponge that only some of the information comes in and then it just oozes right back out. And I'm like, what is that word? And I'm repeating it and writing things down. And so for me, what has been more of an enjoyable way to try to learn Spanish is I go on my YouTube and find short videos of some of the cartoons and stuff that are out there that are in Spanish or things that I've already memorized. So like Shrek was one of the first ones that I started watching in Spanish, and a lot of fun. I'm learning about layers that capas. So it's just learning. I'm not going to try to give you the Spanish that I've learned. Like I said, no, it was I'm a month in on some of my algebra and my Spanish lessons, and then my art. So I gave myself those three things that I felt like I wanted to improve upon. When I say art, for me, it was just giving me designated time that my art mattered, whether I decided to draw or paint or go outside or create or write any form of art. I wanted to make sure that I was like, okay, no, there's time for it, and it is important, and it you can't look at it as just a hobby. It is part of who you are. And so I've watched those skills accelerate as well. So it's been good. So for me, for 2022, this start has been a lot of positive improvement. And I hope that's what a lot of you guys are feeling. Check you out. Yeah, Sophie's just going to wander around through here, the cat. I hope y'all are feeling a good vibe for 2022. Last year for me, like a lot of you know, if you follow the videos that I make, I started my year with a peacock that needed to have taxidermy done. And that really did set the tone for my year last year. My year last year was filled with a lot of really random animal, just it was a lot. Go back to my videos if you want to know what my last year was like. It was a lot, and I feel like I'm coming into something new. And so yeah, my astrology friends like Annette, you can see the video that I made with her. We got to do my first interview on my chairs, and we talked a lot about the things to come and the vibe that was out there. And I am feeling like this year is good. It's better. So love to hear from you guys. Like I said, it's very hard when you have these kind of videos and it's just me talking. I would love to have that back conversation, but we don't have that. And so the best that you could do, either put it in the comments, whatever you're thinking, or even as you're going and listening to me, there can be multiple comments. I'm fine with that. I can catch up with what you were talking about, or make your own videos and tag me in it. And so then I can watch and hear the response or whatever, messages on me, whatever. It's just been so hard to communicate, I guess, I'm still attempting in any way, shape or form to get the desert love out there and let you know that I'm here. And I've got plenty of space in my world for new friends. So if you're feeling like, oh, she doesn't, no, I don't think that there's a limit. I've got I got space. And so if you're new to me and just finding this and you're like, I want to hang out, well then introduce yourself and come on in and hang out and tell me what you have going on. I'd love to hear about it. I still have I have been so I don't want to say busy. I'm so busy. That's so cliche. I have a lot going on, and I got new hiking shoes, and I haven't even gotten to break them in yet. And that's one of the safety, I'll just put in a safety plug, always talking about safety. So hi, if you're new to me, you're like, she's kind of all over the place. That's why I'm making this video. There's a lot. I have a nonprofit that's all about the desert out here, the love of the desert and keeping you safe. And I got me some new hiking shoes because my shoes were really just tore up. You got their wear and tear. So I got me some new ones, but I haven't broke them in yet. And it is important that you break in your new shoes so you don't get out there and give yourself big blisters and stuff and find yourself too far away, because foot injury, ankle injury, that kind of stuff is what can take you down and really get you hurt out on the trails. My nonprofit is the Desert Nature Alliance. It's part of the name of my YouTube channel. So it's Also Stace and the Desert Nature Alliance. Right now, I can't say that the Alliance is doing anything. Our focus has stayed the same. We don't have any real major projects that we're working on. There's something that I'm creating right now, but it's going to still take quite a few months, if not the rest of this year, for me to finish. So for the Alliance, the message will always be the same. Safety, number one. We're just number one is safety. If you come to the desert, all I'm going to ever preach to you is safety and all the ways to stay safe, whether it's on the trails, wearing like the proper gear, staying away from the choyas. I just recently posted a video of someone getting the choya all stuck in her. It's horrible. We just recently had a young man, I say young man, 21 years old, was up on Flatiron, and he was taking a selfie at night and stepped off Flatiron and lost his life and fell 700 and some odd feet. And so I will never stop talking about the safety of the Superstition Mountain, and just how you really need to look at it differently, though it is not a very tall mountain. It's not Mount Everest. The Superstition Mountain is dangerous, and it has taken quite a few lives. And so I've made it one of the missions of my nonprofit and just myself, because I live at the foothills of the Superstition, to tell everybody that it isn't just a simple walk in the park. These aren't just a little hike. You could really get hurt out here. So that's still a message. That's never gonna stop, no matter what else that I keep doing. And as I'm realizing, we're rolling into the season where a lot of people are coming out because our weather is so good. It's freezing on the rest of the country right now, and we're still hitting like the 60s right now. It's a little cold, 70s. We got the Renaissance fairs getting ready to start right down the road from us. So if you're local and you're like, where's the Ren Fair? It is out by me. It's on the west side of the valley. You're gonna be going down the 60. A lot of traffic, so kind of put that in mind before you go to the Ren Fair. But yeah, you're going to be coming out to my part of the valley. You're going to come out and see the Superstition. You're going to be going past it, past Peralta. That's going to take you down to the Ren Fair. So we have a lot going on, and when the more people that we have coming out to this area, like I said, it is my mission, my nonprofit's mission, to keep everyone safe. So water, what do I always talk about, you guys? Water, water, water. Drink as much water when you come out here. Even when the weather is beautiful, we're still dry. It's the desert. It's still zapping you. So you might be, oh, this is fantastic. I can wear my shorts because this is warm from wherever I'm from. Okay, and obviously for me, it's not. You're the heater kick on. I'm cold. I'm sorry, guys. I even thought about making this video outside, and I'm like, that's really mean to do because we've got a really big blue sky and it's fabulous, but I'd have to be bundled up because to me it's cold. Now, I hear you. There are people out there, they're like, we are buried in snow, Stacy. It's frozen, frozen, frozen. Yeah, but remember, for me, in a few months, I'm going to be kicking it in 110 degrees for months. So it's all relative, right? Okay. Okay, so yes, as the weather is beautiful out here, as all the events start happening, we have the big golf tournament that happens this time of year, up in Scottsdale, all kinds of stuff. We have a lot of people that come out, and so it's still my mission to keep you as safe as possible when you come out here, when you want to hike anywhere in the desert. So that's what I'm doing. So no, the nonprofit hasn't changed. Nothing has shifted. Just because you haven't seen a lot of videos maybe from me right now, no, just taking a little break as a human and working on some other side projects. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. The calendars are selling. It's fantastic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, again, you can get you a Sherman calendar for 2022. It's the Desert Nature Alliance calendar, and it features Sherman, our desert tortoise, and he's also the main focus of the nonprofit that I have. Desert tortoise out here are protected. And unfortunately, Arizona Game and Fish now has like over 100 this last season. They told us they're looking for homes for people, take them, try to keep them as pets. And so Sherman became our mascot for the nonprofit, to just get the education out there about the animals, the awareness of them. And no, we're not trying to be, oh, I'm the authority on tortoise. No, if I can get you to fall in love with a gorgeous creature like little Sherman, and you're aware of it, the message gets out a little easier. So that's one of the main missions we are on, is to try to get more information about the local animals, the ones that are protected, and just, keep everybody safe. So it kind of goes together. It's keeping all of us safe, keeping the animals safe while you're in the desert, the love of it. So that's really the concept of my nonprofit. So if you want to support it, that's absolutely what I work towards out here. I have a website. That's where you can find the calendar. So if you go to the website and all that information, we can put it in here. So yeah, I've been super busy. One of the best things that I've inserted into my life, I guess is the way I'm gonna say it. One of the new things that I've been doing and I'm involved in is I am, how would I call it? I'm like the field mom for 7 fields on Saturdays for little leagues. So there's football, there's soccer, and then there's like t-ball and baseball. And it has been just the best addition to my life. So needed, something so random. I had no idea that this would fill that spot of me that kind of was like, I'm not creative. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have energy. I had no idea that what was going to actually fix all of that for me was getting to stand out on these fields in the morning and watch as the 4-year-olds and under try to play soccer. I mean, some of this has just been beautiful. So my job, if you will, on Saturdays, I'm that booth where the lost and found and stuff goes. But I say booth, but they don't have one, and these are huge fields. So you just put up your pop-up tent. And so I've got all the extras, whether it's the flags for the football or something, somebody needs a schedule or whatever. You have to have somebody that's hanging out there that collects all of it, keeps it all in track. And of course there's other people, other parents, the adults, the coaches and stuff. And it's just, it has been fantastic. When I first started telling people that I was getting ready to do this, they're like, oh, the soccer moms or whatever. I have not experienced anything except really good, and I'm pretty sure that's the way it's going to stay. And mostly because the kids are so young, so these are not high. I'm not in the leagues where like the stakes matter. No, these are small kids where like the little shin guards are the same size as the little legs themselves. It's a joy to watch. When the game doesn't matter, when just going for the ball itself, getting to kick it is the joy. It fed my soul something fierce. And so if you're looking for things in your life, see if there's some kind of leagues out there that you can help and support. Some of the good memories that I have that I seem to connect with a lot of people out there are those times when you were out playing whatever random game you made up with some friends that you just happen to make that are out in the grass or on the playground at the same time while a friend or sibling is playing their sport and you're not involved in it. And so you're just out there and you're just goofing off and you're running to your parents and bugging them for money because you want to buy candy from the concession stand and all of that. It's that whole thing that connects us all. We can all kind of close our eyes and picture us there. Picture the noise of the games, whether it's the cheering or the ball being hit or whatever it is, and it connects us. I love it. I love being out there, and so that's how I've been spending my Saturdays. But in order to make sure that I'm at my optimum, for me as a human, as all the different things that I have as like a woman who does have menopause, who I'm 53 years old, who I have all kinds of things. I'm not like this perfect human. So I take Fridays and keep it way more mellow now for me. I make sure I'm more mindful in how I spend my Fridays and how I nest, like my cozy clothes and food and everything, and make sure that I'm getting good night's sleep so that I can give as much as I need to. Standing outside, getting all that stuff prepared, it turns into a much longer day being out there. So by the time that you get everything together, set up, all these games happen, break it down, it is a lot. And I've dedicated it to myself that there will never not be a smile on this face out there for those kids that are running around and super excited to be there. And so I put out a lot of positive energy intentionally for those games for Saturdays now. So Sundays I'm wiped out, and you can understand that. So if you try to get a hold of me on a Sunday, I'm probably just on the couch, not moving much, whatever. But yeah, I gotta figure that balance out a little bit. I can't spend all of my energies just for Saturdays, but I'm working out that rhythm. Because yeah, obviously I'm gonna need to go to the Renaissance Fair on a Sunday instead of a Saturday, because when is the time? Yeah. So that's what's been going on. Like I said, super busy, but in a really positive way. And I really just wish that I had those moments that I could share with some of you guys where we could just sit together and like hug and let's have our snacks. Let's have some kisses. Do you need kisses? Do you need kisses? So I miss you. You know who you are, all that stuff. So I'm glad you're here. And if you're new and you hung out, I'm glad you're here. And let's keep in touch and see what's going on and how we evolve through 2022. And don't be afraid to be like, hey, this kind of sucks for me, or I'm kind of doing this or wherever. There's no judgment. I'm all through all of it. So but yeah, I'm looking at the 20-minute mark. That's enough. So that's enough catching up with me for now. This whole one-sided, I'm doing all the talking. Give me a shout out. If you're on YouTube, of course, give me that like, subscribe, stuff that helps the algorithm. And of course, I'll get back to videos that are more of the information, that kind of stuff. But you know what? It's my channel. Get to do what I want to on it. And so right now, this is it. So have a great day. Have a fun February to all of you out there. Learn about your history. Enjoy the month. Enjoy your blessings, and know you're loved from the desert. Talk to you soon. Bye.